The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Alan Moore, Gavin O'Neill, Volume 1, Number 5 of 6. Brackenbach, Switzerland, May 4th, 1891. Well, here we are then. 5. Some deep organizing power. Yes, here we are. Clearly the sick Englishwoman who lured my friend the doctor back to her inn. Mary Muringen was your devising. Clearly, surely you realized. Yes, frankly, I was relieved. He is newly married. There is no need to endanger him. May I write him a note? Why not? Neither of us is going anywhere. I suppose not. Nevertheless, the courtesy is very much appreciated. Thank you. Not at all. This view and this occasion both are too magnificent to mar with pettiness. You do know, don't you, that there's nothing personal in this? Why, naturally, our situation has the disaffected beauty of a chess game. Exactly. Exactly right. I'm so glad that you understand. It's meaning, isn't it, that lends such blessed joy to life. The spray, these sunlit peaks, the golden mathematic logic of it all. Ah, what is it to be a man below so blue a sky? Indeed, as closing acts go, I allow the scenery is more than adequate. Why, sir, it is Olympian. We tread the very borders of mythology. I'd rather think you flatter both of us. Here, I am done. Sham dynasty. It ill becomes you. What is leaving alpenstock and silver cigarette case and a lonely mountain pathway, if not playing to your legend? It is keepsake to a dear friend, nothing more. I'm tired of talk, Professor. So then to the death? Oh yes, absolutely. May God strike you. May God rip your bowels out, you sodomy drug addicted. Professor, over here, Moran. I think I see him. Damned well mess. Is he alive? Just. It's all right, sir. Colonel Moran, when I saw your fall, it will get you to safety. Bond. My injuries, just ribs, I think, and my legs. The detective. Important you get the detective. Where is she? Climbing. Do you see up there? Make for that ledge. He's going to fake his own death. That's what he'd do. Don't worry. I'll get up above him, pick him off with my air rifle. No. Shot too difficult. You soldiers. Bury him. You can depend on us, Moran. He's the best we have in the military intelligence. 5 Military Intelligence Group 5. Detective is dead. I know. Strange. He thought me an enemy of the state, never reasoning that it might suit the state to create its own enemy. Shadowboxing Bond. We're all just shadowboxing. Vauxhall, London, August 1898. We're all just shadowboxing. You'll recall I chose my words. To you beneath the falls of Dragonbok. They're true, Bond. They're as true as they were then. British intelligence created me, Bond. They recruited me while I was still at the university, just as they did with you. Naturally, I excelled at espionage. When the idea arose that MI5 should manufacture a crime lord through whom they should control and monitor the underworld, I was the obvious choice. After the Dragonbok, I was recalled here, where I rapidly ascended and became director, despite sputtering objectives from the embittered toads like Mycroft Holmes. Meanwhile, able underlings like Moran maintain my criminal empire. You see, when you begin shadowboxing, sometimes the shadows become real. Isn't that odd? I'm not sure I follow you. I mean, our charade took on a life of its own. In espionage's twilight world, all the shadows have substance. I am, for example, a director of military intelligence, posing as a criminal. Or a criminal posing as a director of military intelligence. Or both. Luckily, as concerns our current enterprise, both my personas are of one accord. Both have an enemy in Limehouse, who must be destroyed. The Doctor. I rule London's West End. He controls the East. The Cavorite afforded me the power to eliminate him, so he stole it. He wanted to use it against me by building an airship. That's destroyed now. We have the Cavorite back, and he is defenseless. I must strike swiftly. Half there's my own war chariot. It's completed, and its hangars near Battleshee Funfair. It only awaits the Cavorite. Good. Let's hurry there. The raid can take place tonight. Your freaks did well, Bond, even if they didn't know what they were working for.
Blimey, who's there? Come on, I know I heard somebody. Who is it? I've got a pistol, you know. I know what I'm mucking about. Now where? Oh! Oh God! Oh God! What? Here we go, gathering. Not to me, not to me, not to me. Here we go, gathering. Not to me, early in the morning. Thank you. Captain, it's almost irritating. I can't believe that you'd send Griffin off upon this harebrained mission without first consulting me. Was it a calculated insult, merely simple habitual rudeness? Madam, please, do not take that tone with me. Aboard my own ship. It is simply that having provided Mr. Bond and his employer with the Cavorite, I find I do not trust them.
But you trust Griffin, the spy on them, the Invisible Man. Did you know of this, Mr. Quatermain?
Look, don't start on me. No, I didn't know, but your information, I think Nemo did the right thing. I don't trust Bond either. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think I'll go up on deck.
I think I'll join you. Oh, how typical you are. Are you men or little boys? You play your little games with your elephant guns and your submersible boats, but a one-raised voice and you hide like little children. I think you're being rather unfair to them, I mean. Do you trust Bond? Of course not. Of course I don't. But that isn't the point. The point is that I'm supposed to be the person organizing this menagerie. But that will never do, will it? Because I'm a woman. They constantly undermine my authority. Him and Quatermain. Quatermain? What did he do? Oh, it's just everything. It's his whole attitude. He obviously holds me in complete contempt and takes no pains to conceal it. The man's hated me since the first set eyes on me. Do you think so? I confess that's hardly the impression I'd received. In fact, to tell you the truth, I think he's rather smitten with you. I'll tell you, Nemo, she is the most bloody, infuriating woman I've ever met. It's all I can do to stop myself from giving her a jolly good smack sometimes, believe me. For my part, she's no more distressing than most Western women. They all disobey their men just like whores. Yes, possibly. Miss Mary, though, do you know anything at all about her? She was married once, isn't that right? I believe so. An unfortunate and surely accursed man named Harker. So I'm told. There was some scandal, after which they underwent one of your English divorces. Why the authorities chose her to assemble the group, I have no idea. Speaking of the authorities, what's the policeman doing? He's approaching the Nautilus. Oh, God. Quickly, we must open the main hatch and let him in before someone notices him. What's going on? What are you talking about? I won't have you two keeping me in the dark about anything. Oh, for God's sakes. For God's sakes, woman, must you turn everything into a shouting match? It's Griffin. We have to let him in before somebody sees him. Sees him? Griffin? Well, forgive me for being dense, Mr. Quatermain, but isn't that rather contradictory in terms? Griffin, you madman! What's the meaning of this? What is the reason for this policeman's costume? It was cold, and I was getting rather chilly out there, you know. Besides, I've heard that ladies find the uniform quite irresistible. Don't you agree, Miss Murray? He's harmed someone. He's hurt a constable. Oh, heaven! He's harmed a poor policeman. Well, forgive me, I'd rather thought we were a covert military unit, but it seems that we're instead a knitting circle. Griffin, you were sent out to find out about Bond and his superiors. Did you learn anything, or just go on a murder spree? Oh, I think I did rather well. I trailed Bond and sat in while he reported to his superior. Was it Mycroft Holmes? No, the chap's Christian name seems to be James. Tall, thin chap with eyes like a lizard. very prominent brow.
Pray continue.
Well, they reminisced about a waterfall in Switzerland for a while. Something about a fight with a policeman or detective. Rather dull, really. Anyway, it seems this James fellow leads a double life. He's head of intelligence and a West End criminal mastermind to boot.
That's preposterous.
Isn't it? What's even more amusing is that the retrieved Cavorite will be made a weapon in his war against the Chinamen.
But the lunar expedition, we were told.
We were told lies. He spoke of a war chariot and raids, commencing tonight.
Raids?
Yes, some sort of aerial raid, I imagine, directed at Limehouse.
We've been used.
But look, this doesn't make sense.
Yes, it does. My friends, the man we have been working for is one James Moriarty, sometimes known as the Napoleon of crime. And I'm afraid he planted a bomb. He plans to bomb London's East End. Moriarty? You mean Professor Moriarty, the arch enemy of Sherlock Holmes, but he's dead. They both are. Evidently not. It seems only the great detective met his nemesis at the Reichenbach Falls. Moriarty has survived. Limehouse may not. Then he had us retrieve the Cavorite from the doctor to use in his own warship?
Aerial warfare takes no defense against it.
I am not so sure. I may have something here in the Nautilus.
Better we prevent him from getting aboard the first place.
Agreed. Where is this war chariot?
Well, they mentioned Battersea Funfair. I'll head there right now. I'll hail a cab.
I'll come with you. The captain can stay here and work on his contingency plan. I just pray to God that we're not too late. Why didn't I realize? Now half of London's to have horror rain down upon it, all because of my ridiculous female naivete.
You're no more naive than I. You're just lucky that Nemo is ingenious enough to work things out.
Yes, but still I can't believe we're facing Professor Moriarty.
We must believe it. The whole affair is part of a war between Professor and Doctor, between London's East and its West. I say, cabby, take us to Battersea Amusements.
Right you are, sir. Can't be beat, sir. Got it. When you're stepping out with a young lady. All the thrill of the fair.
I know I had the damnable thing stored around here somewhere. I've just realized Moriarty's attacking the east of London. I've just realized Moriarty's attacking the east end of London. That's where we are. I mean, he knows we're in Wapping, doesn't he?
Well, yes, I suppose he does. What are you suggesting?
Well, isn't it obvious? He's hoping he's killed us as well. All potential witnesses removed at a stroke. My God, it's all so calculated.
I hadn't thought of that. I suppose Wapping is rather close to Limehouse. Nemo, can't you take the Nautilus up the estuary out to sea?
No, we have found what I was looking for. Tonight, gentlemen. Tonight London shall witness war in heaven.
Oh, bloody hell, my God. Oh, bloody hell, oh no.
Oh, we'll never get to the better see at this rate. Oh, whatever is the matter now? The coach seems to be stopping.
Driver, I say, fellow, what's the delay?
I'm sorry, sir, but we'll have to let you and the lady off. The traffic seems to be blocking all the cheap sides to St. Paul's for some blessed reason.
Well, really, that is too bad.
Mr. Quatermain, he's right. The streets are teeming. Whatever's going on.
There it is. I can see it now. Almost down to the cathedral. Blimey, its size. I'll tell you, it's blimey.
In next month's harrowing conclusion to our splendid serial narrative, we shall transcend the very ponderous boundaries of human spectacle in our depiction of the battle of the sovereign skies. If man ye be, and not some craven dog of Flanders, then in name do not miss a preposterous ending. We shall almost certainly die in this endeavour. My colleagues, saving possibly Quatermain, do not seem to care. They are, I fear, all mad. Miss Murray is, in my medical opinion, in a constant state of hysteria, caused perhaps by tilting of the womb. Griffin, obviously, is a murderous lunatic. Nemo is a fanatic. And then there's me. And then there's Edward. From the private diary of Dr. Henry Cheagle, August 1898.